Okay, children, today in this session, we will see about uh, locating the incenter of a triangle. A triangle has got four centers. They are the centroid denoted by the letter G, the orthocenter denoted by the letter O, and the incenter denoted by the letter I, and the circumcenter denoted by the letter C. Okay. Now we will see that we will take a triangle and we will locate its incenter. We will randomly take a triangle, any type of triangle. It may be an acute angle triangle or an obtuse angle triangle or a right triangle triangle, be it any type, but we will locate its incenter. After locating that incenter, we will see uh, what it is actually incenter inside, which is called the incenter, that you will come to know. Already we have seen uh, videos on locating the centroid G and the orthocenter O. Okay, now incenter, let me first take a triangle randomly. I am taking a triangle randomly here. This is one side and the other side is this. I'm taking something like this, let me take something like this. It may be a, okay, I will be taking something like this. Okay, so it is on another triangle here. In this triangle, the three sides are of different measure. I have randomly taken it. It is looking like an acute angle triangle. Okay, let us say that it is an acute angle triangle. Okay, it is not an equilateral triangle. Perhaps if you rotate it and see, it may look like an equilateral triangle. Be it any triangle, let us not bother what kind of triangle it is. Okay, now coming to locating the incenter. What is incenter first? So just let me type out what it is. So I'll just type out what we are going to do in this activity. Here I am locating it. It is for locating the incenter of a triangle. What do you understand by incenter of a triangle? That is what the main point is. So incenter of a triangle. What is incenter then? Incenter, as a center, when you say, you may thinking incenter is basically a point. It's a point. Yes, you are correct. Incenter is a point in the triangle, and it is a triangle's incenter specific to the triangle taken here. Every triangle have a specific incenter. It may be different from different triangles. So for the given triangle, I am going to locate the incenter. What is incenter actually? Incenter is the point of concurrence of the angle bisectors is called the incenter. So let me just note it down here. What is incenter? I am writing it here. Okay, I will write it down here. Incenter is the point of concurrence of the incenter is the point of concurrence of the angle bisectors of the triangle. This is what it is. Okay, so we must be able to understand what an angle bisector is. There are three angles here. We will have to draw the angle bisector. Angle bisector is a line through the vertex of the angle and dividing the angle into two equal halves. Equal halves, or you can say equal parts. Okay, if the angle is, suppose this is 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree, means the angle bisector means the lines passing through the vertex and dividing this angle into 30 degrees. Okay, suppose this is say 50 degree. If this is 50 degree, the angle bisector will divide the angle into 25 degrees each. So how will we draw bisectors? We'll have to make use of the uh, geometrical tools here. We have a ruler here. Let me first bring the ruler. It is ruler here. Okay, we can minimize its size even. So let me just minimize its size and keep it here ready. And I have the protractor too. So let me take the protractor, and I need the magnifier too to visualize things clearly. So all these things I have kept readily. Okay, first let me measure the angle of this one and draw the angle bisector. We can use the compass to find the angle bisector, but it is not due already, but we will use the protractor to draw the angle bisector. See, I have kept the first, I am taking this vertex. Okay, angle bisector of this vertex I will have to draw. See here, is it aligned correctly or not? We'll have to make use of the uh, lens and then see. Magnifying lens is there. You can see it here. Okay, the zero is exactly there. The line is well aligned. Is it so? No. Let me just raise it up. Okay, now it is aligned well. Yeah, but it needs to be little moved. Now it is okay. Yeah. Okay, you can see it. And the base of the baseline side and the base of the protractor are well aligned. Now you can see the reading. What is the reading here? It is 50 degree. You will have to measure this angle, not the below one which is 120. It is it is 130 showing and 50 showing. 130 means it is measured from this side to this side. So we will not, you are measuring the angle from this side to this side. So you will be taking this way, it is 50 degree as such. If you see that, it is 50 degree. If you see it exactly, it is 51 degree actually. Let us take it as 50 degree and do it. So now we'll have to draw the 25 degree, which is the half of it. So for that I'm using the handle here, and see, this is 35, this is 25. Okay, I can magnify it and show it to you. Yeah, let me just drag to this side. Okay, the things here. So it is exactly 25 and between and off. Okay, it is roughly okay. So now I will have to draw this line. So I will make use of this line to go from here and it should be along this line. So I have drawn one angle bisector, one angle of this one. This is drawn here. Okay, now I can draw the other angle bisector. Okay, so it is not drawn properly. See here, it is not drawn. It is not from there exactly. So let me just remove it and then do it fine. I will just take it out. I removed it. I will keep it again here. Yeah, you see it is there. So to draw, let me take a different color for the this one. Instead of a red, let me take a black or green. Okay, I'll take green color. Yeah, now it is okay. Even then it is not okay. I'll have to, let me redo. Yeah, I have drawn it now correctly. Okay, this is in center of this angle. Now it is correctly done, almost okay. This angle 25 degree, the other angle 25 degree. You can see it, see here. 25 to 50 means 25 degree. It is little down, it should be little down, but it is not that. Okay, this is one line drawn, one angle bisector drawn. Let us take the other one. See, randomly. So for this I will take this one here. I will keep it here. Let me check what is that is, yeah, it is not well aligned. I'll have to move this to this point. Now it is kept correctly. Okay, the angle here, it is see here, you'll have to the angle, take the inner side angle, which is 10-20. You are measuring from left to right, so it is 80 degree angle, not 180 degree is the angle. Approximately some part of 1 degree we cannot mark it. It is between 79 and 80. Let us take it as 80. So this angle is 80 degree. Okay, the lower one is because you will take this reading 10, 20, 30, 40 from left to right inside one. So you will have to, if it is 80, 40 degree is the bisector. So I am just going to take this one here. Yeah, I am moving it to 40 degree here. You can see it, the handle is at 40 degree. This is 80 degree. Where the handle is, it is not clearly seen. Below 140 in the magnifier it is not seen, but when you see with your naked eyes it is seen. Okay, so it is 40 degree now. I'll have to bring it little left. Yeah, it is 140.9 means 141. I just have to pull it little up, 40 degree. Yeah, now it is 40 exactly. One can see it, it is 40, but one cannot see the handle in the mirror. It is not seen. So it is 40 degree. I'll have to draw another one line, blue line from here to here. Yeah, I have drawn that 40 degree line. Another angle bisector drawn. Now I'll have to draw the third bisector. I'll have to drag the picture down to see the other vertex. Okay. Let me first measure the angle of this top vertex angle of the triangle. I'll have to take it here. I'll have to rotate it here. I'm rotating it this way, align with the third side, one of the sides. I can keep it here. Okay, here if you see it is not well aligned, I think. Yeah, I just have to drag it down still. Yeah, I have seen it now. Let me just rotate it a little to this side. Yeah, it is almost done. You can see it here. The red line, third side is there here. Okay, so we have kept the zero edge exactly there. If needed, we can do it little changes here. Just I am putting it on right place. Correct. Yeah, now it is exactly correct. And if you see the angle here, it is, you will have to measure the angle that is measuring from this side. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degree it is. Okay, 50 means 25 is the middle angle. So I just have to drag this one to 25 degree. This is 30, this is 25 degree. As you can see here it is 20, 25, it is there. Okay, so I just have to drag it and see here it is 30, 40. Now it is here 25. It is going through 25. It is not seen in this, but you can see it here. I have to draw the 25 degree line along this one. I am taking this one from this point. I'll have to draw the third one. Yeah, I have drawn it. So now I have drawn all the three angle bisectors of all the three angles. See, three lines, when they intersect, they may intersect in three different points. Say here example, one line like this, another line like this. It is not necessary the third line also intersects at the meet at the same point of intersection. It may meet something like this. In this point, there are three vertices here. Okay, so but here all the three lines are intersecting at one point, and that is called concurrent lines. All the three lines, three or more lines, when they meet in one point, we say it is not point of intersection, but it is point of concurrence. Okay, when two lines are meeting in one point, it is possible that they can meet in only one point, and that point is called point of intersection, and the two lines are called intersecting lines. If three or more lines are intersecting, and if they are intersecting in exactly one point, you say that it is point of concurrence. The meeting point is called the point of concurrence, and the lines are called concurrent lines. So here the angle bisectors are concurrent lines, and the point of intersection is called the incenter. It is denoted by the letter I. Okay, so now we have seen the third center of the triangle, which is I in center. I'll just mark it here and just make it a little smaller also. I just have to type first I in center. It is marked, and I just have to make it smaller. Yeah, it is smaller now, and bring it here, keep it here. It is I is the center of the triangle. Okay, so this is how we draw the incenter of the triangle. This is the third center, and it is essentially the point of intersection of the angle bisector of the triangle. So in the previous cases you studied, the altitudes are the perpendiculars drawn from the vertices on the opposite sides, pass through one or concurrent, and the point of concurrence is called the orthocenter, and the median is and the centroid is the point of concurrence of the medians. Medians are those lines which join a vertex of the triangle to the opposite side midpoint of the opposite side. The line joining a vertex with the midpoint of the opposite side is called a median. There are three medians. There also all the three medians are concurrent. Okay, in orthocenter also all the three perpendiculars or altitudes were concurrent. Now in incenter all the angle bisectors are concurrent. This is true for any type of triangle, be it obtuse angle triangle or right angle triangle or acute angle triangle. So for all the three triangles, equilateral, angular triangle, whatever it is. Okay, so you can practice it. Okay, thank you. So this is the incenter. This is how we make the incenter. You will have further discussions in grade 9th on this one. Okay, thank you for the kind cooperation, for the patience that you have shown. Thank you. Now I end up the meeting. Okay.